This place used to be a thriving hub of experiments proceeding to attack. Lift one this
Coming for you!
Have a fix on their weaknesses. Not getting in the front door. Always another way in, though.
Now this is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
.36 cubed, divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or, oh, hello. Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing. There's a cultist behind you. Wait, surely she isn't with you. Fine. Just please keep her away from me. Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse. He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well. The crazed people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient. You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you. Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate. The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
We can hear those wriggly little grub fingers of yours. Bring them close so we can chop them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends!
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses.
N-ray scanning device the scientist was talking about.
Everything must be before it can become everything.
Enemy spotted.
I appreciate your help. Dying makes it so difficult to see the results of your theses. You can use it to see the wires connecting this door to the nearest override panel. Try not to electrocute yourself. I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
That should do it.
Let's get on with the killing.
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
Enemy in vicinity.
Right at them.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. I will restore my life to avenge my death. Do try to limit further damage. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Battle scan.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Victor, I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the Order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
All is consumed. All
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
How dare you hamper my ascension with your...
I'll handle this. Ratcheting up my epic. Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Aggressor at hand.
Recharge!
Look at the sad little sprat in his corrugated
my neck
metal
fix-
cage.
I mean a hostile.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium. Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Survived is something of an overstatement. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. I would be more sympathetic to their collective plight, had they not promised to insert every item in this room down my throat in reverse alphabetical order. Although it requires further investigation and experimentation, out of phase refers to a shift in the dimensional presence of these cultists. They are physically here, but only partially, hence their unseen state. It's fascinating. But the outstanding fear for my life has made it difficult to think scientifically. Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
preservation a priority. I have a fix on their weaknesses. I'm known to hold a grudge, you know.
I cannot believe this. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Upset. The time for that is over. Please.
Commander. Limit further damage, Commander. Yeah.
Cultists and interlopers breaching my defenses at once? I should have anticipated this. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die. Because the order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the order shall find its way to truth. The time for talk ends forever!
My fellow Loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Swear I can't lie low for 20 years without everything in the Order falling apart. Well, suppose we better head to the monastery now, yes?
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them. I like the cut of your jib, Commander. Extinguishing the life of Hierarch Ziegler is definitely our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. I saw one of them earlier. We should go see what information it will yield to us. I'll mark your map with its location. This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways. I'm right behind you, but not in a threatening way. begging, Marisol. Just one little tidbit, anything. What you know about killing could probably fill several volumes.
And their appendices, all neatly sourced with footnotes and cross-reference. But I'll spare you all that reading with this one piece of advice. You expend too much energy posturing. Less is more when it comes to killing. And there are much more efficient ways to remove someone from the equation.
Yeah, but I wager they're not half as entertaining.
You would be surprised. I once eliminated a lab archivist just by secretly replacing all his bases with acids. I assure you his death was most diverting. Mobilizing. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Let's run this crime! Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Hostilities are afoot. Combatant scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Go for fortification. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Resorting to violence.
Unfriendly company. They're fine.
Check your scope. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. I will restore my love for the target analyzed. Consider self-preservation a priority. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Attack what's not there. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerability.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Investigating hospital.
Recharge!
Find any good scraps today?
Ratcheting up my aggression. Check your scopes for combatants. Torpificator at ready status.
Aggressor.
Vitals are in the red, Commander. Mobilizing. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
An enemy.
Combatant scan. Investigating hostile intentions.
Unfriendly company. They're mine. Investigating hostile intentions. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Torpificator is charged.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
audio log of Chief Exploitation Behavioralist DeWitt. This is entry number 8.
Mobilizing.
My scrapper heavy metal detritus gas mixed into the adrenotime cancels the intoxicating effects that the scrappers crave. Their leader was first the drops enhanced injections that I conspicuously left.
Combatant scan.
And he ran through all 24 in barely a minute trying to cure the urge. He seized, turning steely gray, and then succumbed to some sort of severe blood poisoning. Though I'm confident it's completely unrelated
Check your
to my
scope.
heavy metal detritus drops. Now the rest are in a frenzy.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
I'm alive.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression coils. Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. Wonderful. That's just enough to get the first of our autodocs back up and running. Thank you. Still, if you find any more, please bring them my way. It would be marvelous to have spares. I'm glad you're back. Getting the first autodoc running again has been helpful, but we could really use the other 2 as well. Have you brought more compression coils? Well, it's not much, but here's what I have.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back. Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better in the eyes of the executives. All right, I'll send it. And if you'll leave me, I've got lots left to attend to. But do come back if you can be of any further use to me.
Got a bad feel about this line, hon. Don't like being so exposed. Hell of a thing coming all this way just to catch a bullet on the camp's doorstep.
Do you believe Arcadia shall ever return to how it was?
How do you do, stranger? Always nice to see a friendly face around Matriarch's mercy. Though it's a pity I can't lend more aid to our downtrodden collective. I'm just a humble taxidermist. What? And you think that's me? Listen, friend, a little skill with needle and thread does not make me a qualified medical professional. Clearly, you don't suffer from imposter syndrome. Have it your way, then. I know when I'm being voluntold. But you better make it worth my while. Before I agree to anything, I need sprat corpses. Several. And no victims of violence, please. My art depends on the quality of the sleeve. I used to source all of my sprats from a local trapper, Frankie Billings. No idea if she's still in business. Word has it she's out north in Auntie's Choice territory, so watch yourself. Fresh being the operative word. My thanks, stranger.
Every scientician yearns to visit the archive on place.
Shame what happened there. I seen the whole thing. Watch yourself if you intend to nose around that collapsed ramshackle. I swear, refugee settlements aren't what they used to be. Oh yeah, Duarte. He's former aunties like me. He was underneath for a few hours. Or, no, that was before. This time it was Rollo Nast? No. Gert Valkenburg. Happens a lot. People here need more room to breathe. Can't build in the walkways, can't set up in the exclusion zone. So they build up. Best they can, at least. Don't have proper building material or nothing. They just make do. After a while, the stacked up little huts they jury-rigged come tumbling down. Oh, you put that together, did you? Here, I thought I was being subtle. Yeah, people keep at it. What else choice they have? Order won't listen. Maybe if we interspersed our requests with numbers, they'd pay attention. Seems like all they care about sometimes. They're doing something, which is better than nothing, but not by much.
The Protectorate have only been told a watered-down revision of Order philosophy.
Yes.
Farewell.
Grand Architect! First an attack on the monastery and now the lift code's not working? Agent, oh thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. There's been an incident. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. No, I've known Landon for years. You must be mistaken. If what you say is true, that is damning evidence indeed. But why would he do it? Align himself against the Order? Against a friend? That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? No, I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. Peace talks. Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. Representatives of Auntie's Choice and the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. Yes. Regardless of their current actions, those people up there are still members of the Order. My colleagues and friends. Please remember that. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you. Well, that's certainly a relief. Let's hope we live long enough to enjoy the fruits of your diplomatic labor.
I assure you these traitors haven't factored us into their equations. Ready to be the hole in their math?
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait, look! Someone just came up via the lift. It must be unlocked.
Seer Wiley said I wasn't on his list and let me go. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
avoid it all. I told him, hey, body's not even cold yet. Show a little respect.
That's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
Without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst. Setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that in your demonstrate your resolve and not hesitate. The time for ideation is concluded. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the order and
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Nightlight. Sorry. Rejuvenation.
That device may be the decisive.
Proceeding to attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatants. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic.
Nice of sheer wily to leave us.
Enemy moving into harm's way.
Investigating hostile intentions.
The rejuvenation device. Have our enemies no respect for science?
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Standing by to stupefy. Short on targets at the moment.
You are immaterial.
I have a fix on their vitals are in. Yeah! Combatant scan. Yeah. On their weaknesses.
I'm alive.
You suffered extensive damage, Commander. Yeah. Combatant scans. Either restore my life or avenge my death. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
To die.
Those junction boxes look familiar. The N-ray scanner should show how they're wired.
Architect's perspiring brow. If you try to cite the fourth pillar to me one more time, scientific advancement should not come at the cost of the grace and dignity of innocent lives. That is all I am saying. Armed conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result of a populace failing to adhere to scientism's stoic imperative. Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long's 75 thesis on determinism then.
Anchorites. Be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic.
It is, and I thank you not to interrupt until I finished my thought. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. Care to elaborate? But what if widespread suffering is already taking place? Then its causes should be observed, quantified, and a non-violent solution found. You do not extinguish a fire with more flame. Tell that to the Protectorate. We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials we requested, perhaps we could settle this debate. The search for answers to life's important questions often yields powerful rewards. Who knows? Something learned here may later prove the difference between life and death. And if that's not enough, we still have some order arms and armaments from a recent demonstration we gave. You'd be welcome to one or the other. I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first. That's important. And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on de-escalation theory. You should be able to locate both pieces of scholarship in the scriptorium. I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone put theory into application.
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever actions he's taken must be in service of the plan. I do hope no one's been hurt, though.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently, all efforts should be made to close it.
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. We've secluded ourselves here to avoid such distractions, so I would thank you to exclude us from any remote drama. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
Found another resorting to violence. Enemy Torpificator at ready status. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Consider self-preservation of fire. Whoever wired this place should be shot. By me, then forced to rewire it in a more straightforward fashion.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? You're in luck. I just finished my third reread of it. Chapter 47 is a real treat. When we're finished speaking, I'll put it in the collection drawer. But do take care with it, especially around the bath. We lose more good books that way. Much appreciated. We'll present our final arguments once you've returned with the research.
To attack. Never fall. You try to limit further damage, Commander. Mobilizing. It's the unknown variable.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got, and it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's lavation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Auntie's choice. But that don't mean it's good. I just ask you folks to remember that there's more of importance out here than just your numbers.
Hostilities are afoot. Eliminate the target.
Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the abbot's quarters.
Did the abbot take a vow of resplendency?
Agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
prefer to kill my enemies first, innocent hostages later.
Entirely depends on your priorities. My former department would say keeping on mission is of paramount importance. But I no longer think I agree.
But just in case it's not, we should come back after we've gutted that fool to see the aftermath.
No need for misplaced optimism. Simply accept the cost and move forward.
Very high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender. He's lost his wind. Kept going on about his puzzle in the research wing upstairs. That must be where he hid the key to stop the press.
This would be the scriptorium Anchoress Brun and Chow mentioned earlier. Should we fetch them their texts? Facilitate their functional behavior further?
I'll handle this. I'm back and scared. On the wrist. Swine. Vitals critical. Don't become a... Check your scopes for forgotten analysis. Source of potato is charged.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Those are in the red, Commander. I will restore my life or avenge my death. I have a... resorting to violence. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. You try to limit further damage, Commander. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Consider self-preservation a priority. Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Equation!
Impossible. I'm incapacitated.
A lot.
Commander, if we go any further, the hostages will die, and we won't get to revel in their final moments.
Remember, you didn't kill those people. Sir Wiley did. You focused on our goal, despite any effort to deter us.
No, I'm forced to disagree there. Fairly certain it was our inaction that killed them.
You, already. You were supposed to take at least twice as long to deal with the hostages. Is there anything more grating than a guest who arrives earlier than expected? I can clearly see your other companions. Or Were you referring to a firearm? Evidently, I erred in my estimations of conducting a civilized conversation with you. Hold a moment. According to the math, in no universe is it possible for you to have solved my puzzle and saved the hostages in such a short duration. You mean you ignored them entirely? But that would mean... No. You're an Earth Directorate agent. Such callousness, it's outside the scope of your heroic index. Architect, preserve me. This wasn't supposed to happen. The hostages were intended to delay you, not actually die. And this, after you already slaughtered Clemens and Svoboda. Void it all. Do you even know what you've done? Victor's explosives would have minimized casualties on both sides! No. No matter. Augustine already has the coordinates for the peace talks. I will simply have to deal with you before transmitting the rest of the station's security protocols. I trust you're not implying something untoward between us. The Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. De Vries and I are merely providing a necessary realignment.
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint. No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? This proves nothing, except your willingness to trespass into other people's correspondence, and Joseph's inability to express himself clearly in the written form. Do not remind me. The wording of these messages is inculpatory. This would explain a great deal about the unexplained outcome of my last promotional assessment. No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct. Perhaps the High Scholar did recognize some deficiency in me while my eyes were firmly on my own paper. No. What am I saying? Joseph can hardly solve for X in a standard equation without me guiding his hand, and he well knows it. He would never speak against me. You almost had me believing your deceit, I'll grant you. But I fear your statement column still lacks enough supporting evidence to persuade me. No more talking, Agent. It's time I deliver my last prediction to you, personally.
I'll handle it.
Riddle me with bullets all you like. With his rejuvenation at my disposal. Whoever with its strike and destroy the projector.
Can't attack what's not there.
To you personally.
Either restore my life or avenge my death.
analyzed. Let down fire.
Battle charge in process.
Don't come back. Go for fortification.
Moving up to improve accuracy.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Back and scan. Vital critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. On their weaknesses.
This was not in my prediction. Whoever is left, kill this outlier.
Offense down. Remove him from the equation. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Back variables. You suffered extensive damage from them. Combatant scared. Adversary vulnerabilities, locking them down, taking the fight out of them. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Ugly, taking medics, please. Re-engaging. Balancing the equation. Firing, Danny. Your combat proficiency is reassuringly marginal.
I have grown worried. 'Cause
I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. What is this? Have you lost sight of our mission? Our end goal? Or has your void-damned arrogance blinded you entirely? This greater tranquility substation nonsense. If all you have to show for your supposed expertise is the location of the peace talks, then I suppose we'll just have to prepare ourselves for the bloody fight ahead. It was going to be hard enough without Clemens' explosives. And now, without those codes, we'll have dragoons to contend with as well. Consider this an order to proceed with our contingency plan. I don't care what you have to do, but ensuring our survival and the success of this mission is all that matters now.